Welcome to Banff, Canada, and back to the Rusty Pilot. We're going to fly here in our Bonanza that just came out of a 16-month retrofit for a new engine, new Garmin panel, new interior. Right along.
111.
Hey, hello.
All right.
As we get started on the second leg here, we're going from Kansas to Billings, Montana. It's a heck of a jump from here. It's about 4 hours, I think, and then there was plenty of weather to dodge out there.
All right, so I'm going to Billings, Montana.
Yep, I'm gonna push it to the Avionics here.
Good. I'll direct.
I mean, we might try to do that. I'm gonna try to wait to pick up this IFR clearance. I gotta remember how to get back to back.
A little bit out there. All right, you push it across. Right here, I want to preview imported. And how do I accept that? Okay.
Where the vote is all this?
Terrain, system test.
Four corners. This looks like the way you filed.
I didn't go to Four Corners. That was your old flight that you had said, hey, what if we did that? Four Corners is pretty far from here. Let's see. Push to the panel. EGT to Billings.
Yeah, sorry.
And then flight plan. No.
There'll be a message right here that says, hey, which one of those you going to?
Well, preview. That one.
All right.
Oh.
This one right here, I got to remove. I don't know how to clear the whole thing. I guess I could go direct Billings. And looks like you could push to that thing. Did it not? Another one? No. Crossfield is turned off. Well, how you turn that on?
Crossfield on. DNC off.
Because I'd like to come right here and just clear this shit.
Well, I'll figure out.
And you handle what you got going on there.
Alright, can you get the latest weather for me?
I certainly will.
8, altimeter, 3016, density altitude, 2600.
Wellington Municipal Airport.
Automatic weather observation, 2142 Zulu. Weather, wind, 010 at 12, visibility, 10, clear. Below, 12,000, temperature, 26 Celsius, dew point, 8, altimeter, 3016, density altitude, 2600.
Wellington traffic, Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel is tracking from the fuel pumps runway 36 via Alpha, Wellington.
433 Zulu, weather.
Oh shit, that was on the ATIS.
Yeah. Hold on. That gonna let me do it? Correct, bitches. Alright, there we go.
There we go. Wellington traffic, Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel is taxiing from the fuel pumps to runway 36 via Alpha, Wellington. And I'm a big fan of this electronic checklist so far.
Turn that air conditioner on.
Would be nice.
Let's say, says it's 73, but that's not the right airport.
82 is what this says.
I believe it. Not hot, but
it's warm.
It's warm enough.
There's not really a run up area here, eh? No?
And this is the way you do it in uncontrolled pull up, run up, go. Not going to.
Oh, there's just a foul plug.
There's a foul plug. Chad GPT to the rescue, people. If y'all are wondering, I run my whole life off of AI now. Whatever it says, I do. It was right.
Engines are good,
Alright.
flight instruments are all set, flight controls are free.
Looking good. I see no one on final. I want to turn the scope on here. Give me the traffic. I don't see anybody on ADS-B.
Good.
Alright, I'm good. I'm buttoned up. You got to get your little door closed. And
So what I was thinking about doing is come out here for a left turn, gets me a better chance of actually finding Rob in the bowling alley.
okay.
What do you think about that?
I'm all good.
Alright.
Wellington traffic, Bonanza, Blue Foxtrot Hotel, taking runway 36 for a southbound departure. Wellington.
Alright, light us up. Clear and final.
Clear on the final. I don't see anybody else, and I got the scope up, and I don't see nobody there. Wind is a little bit of crosswind, but not much.
Right.
Well, maybe there's a little bit more, but that's green, green, green.
We roll out here on the airport, on the runway. You know, that's a chapter in life closing. Rob's moved into a bowling alley, and you know, I bought his half of the plane out. We have put a small fortune in modernizing the airplane with the new engine, the new glass, the new interior. And, you know, it's a fresh start for us as we head north here into Canada. This is a super long leg. It's about 4.5 hours. We go about 145 to maybe 155 knots across the ground most of the way. The terrain starts rising to us as we go. So even at 8,000 feet, there are places we're only 4, maybe even 3,500 feet above the ground, and we keep climbing, and we'll have to use some oxygen as we go. But on our way out of town, we snapped a few pictures out of the wing of the bowling alley. It's down there, the little blue building. But right along, as we start going north, this is, you know, pretty well the raw footage. I edited a little bit, but not a lot. It's definitely a lot of learning about to take place.
Approach Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel is just off of Wellington, about a mile to the south, climbing out at 2,500. I'd like to pick up our IFR to Billings, Montana, please.
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, Wichita, squawk 1132.
1132, 4 Foxtrot Hotel. Can you get me direct to Roy? The next fix after Jamie.
There.
Or I guess it's actually...
61, turn right turn.
Can you go back?
370, Shep 61.
Oh, to Roy, that one.
Door 4 Fox Hotel, radar contact 1 West Wellington, maintain VFR and a climb to 4,000, standby for IFR pickup.
Alright, maintain VFR, climb 4,000, 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
Kansas 65 Heavy.
Alright, so when you do that, you're only going from Jamie to Troy. So it happens to work here, but you're not going direct to Roy.
Number 4 Fox Hotel, and for traffic, just turn left heading 300, standby for IFR pickup.
300.
Left 300, 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
4 Fox Hotel, your radar contact 2 West Wellington, say altitude, which altimeter is 3016.
Climbing out at 3,200 to 4,000 and heading 300, 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
Shep 61, descend and maintain 3,000, Shep 61. Kansas 65 Heavy, turn right heading 340, join the localizer, 1 left.
Right, 340, join the localizer, 1 left, Kansas 65.
Shep 61, 7 miles, final approach fix, turn right heading 340, 3,000, tell us localizer, cleared ILS 1 right.
Well, fuck. I think just the way is you gotta do the direct too.
1, maintain 170 knots or greater if able to a 5 mile final.
That's as far as you're going now.
What?
Right? Or no?
We're in Troy and then join. But for now, we're on the heading for whatever you
Shep
got.
62, turn right, heading 340, join the localizer, 1 left, Shep 62.
Okay.
Shep
Couple
61, affirmative, clear
planes out
localizer,
there.
1 right. Shep 62, 10 miles from the final approach fix, maintain.
We don't really want to go that high.
Localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 left.
Not at the beginning of this trip.
Shep 62, 8 miles from the final approach fix, maintain 4,000.
There's got to be
localizer,
200
cleared
again.
ILS, 1 left.
Winds were better down low.
They were.
So 4,000.
Shep 6-2, maintain 4,000 until established.
Maybe for now, it's hot is the only thing.
Shep 6-1, contact.
But we'll have to go higher because we have to get above the mountains that are like 8 or 9.
Good.
November 647 Tango Hotel, squawk 4643 for flight following 4643. Kansas 6-5 heavy, Kansas 6-5 heavy, 5 miles from the final approach fix, 3,000 until established, cleared ILS 1 left.
3,000 until established, cleared ILS 1 left, Kansas 6-5 heavy.
Kansas 6-5 heavy, contact McConnell Tower.
Over tower, Kansas 6-5 heavy, seen a bit.
Sure. Shep 6-2, and you're 5 miles from the final approach fix, maintain 4,000 until established, localizer, cleared ILS runway 1 left. Number 4 Foxtrot Hotel, you're clear to the Billings Airport via heading 300, vector for climb and maintain 8,000.
Alright, maintain heading 300, climb maintain 8,000 for Foxtrot Hotel.
Number 647 Tango Hotel, contact approach 126.7.
That's fine, we can hang at 8. We definitely are going to have to go to like 12.
12?
Later, yeah. But that's okay, we got oxygen. What's the longest flight you've done in a single leg?
It's about 6 hours to Lincoln.
Personally, I'm going to be on oxygen the whole time, which is fine.
Good.
This makes me a lot, I mean, there's really no harm in doing it now that I think about it. Because it's already going to be
Shep 6-5, confirm
tiring as hell.
Alright.
Shep
At least
6-5,
I think
confirm
so.
your approach request.
I think you're right. Alright, so we are just off of Kansas here. If we're trying to figure out whether we're going direct or going to stay IFR because we have filed a lot of little turns to get there where if we just go straight, it would be a lot more better. Cuts 17, 20 minutes off and doesn't take us over this higher ground. I think we should go up, get flight following at 10.5 and just tell them we're going direct.
North from McConnell at 3,900.
But what if he can give us direct now?
Well, let's ask him.
Approach for Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel. When we go this slow, any little shortcuts we can get are appreciated. You got anything for us?
Somebody else is calling approach.
That is?
Where are you calling?
Yeah, I was just saying, when we go this slow, every little mile that we can save counts. I wanted to see if there were any shortcuts you might be able to provide for us.
Well, I got a bunch of departures, so when I clear you, you're going to turn south. So turn right heading 120, maintain 3,000. I'm approach clearance here for you shortly.
Oh, I don't want to turn all the way around. I'm planning out with this if that's what we got to do.
1 Sierra Foxtrot, you're going to land north or south as you are?
You're not talking to Sierra Fox. This is Sierra Fox. We're descending.
I was like, I don't want to go to 120.
1 Sierra Foxtrot, okay. You can descend and maintain 3,000 for 1 Sierra Foxtrot, and you have the field inside at your bar, correct?
Yeah, we can cancel when it works for you.
1 Sierra Foxtrot, IFR cancel receive, squawk CFR, change to advisor at your bar. We'll see you.
Thanks, see you.
And who else is calling for the shortcut?
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
Bonanza 4 Fox Hotel.
Affirmative.
Bonanza 4 Fox Hotel. And what shortcut are you looking for?
As far as down as we can, Charlie Zulu India would be really good for us if we could get that.
Number 4 Fox Hotel. Contact Kansas City Center on 118.8. Just make that request with them. 18.8.
18.8. Thank you so much. You have a great day. 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
And Jet 25, turn right heading 290.
5108, turn 5 degrees to the left, vectors for the visual approach.
Oh, fuck, we might have to go down, dude. I'm not sure we want to fly through that.
Shep 64,
oh, they're on top of it either. Not this way. Kansas City Center, Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, level 8,000, and we got a favor to ask.
Number 4 Foxtrot Hotel, Kansas City Center, stand by, get right back to you. Percent 57, Lima Mike Radar, contact 8 miles south of Garmin Airport. What's your type aircraft?
That's just how we're going to have to contend with, I think.
What am I looking at that I'm contending with here?
You see that really tall?
I do see that.
You won't be under it or to the right of it?
Why am I not getting any damn weather right here?
Number 7, Lima Mike, thank you. Maintain VFR, the Garmin altimeter 3024.
Okay, there it is.
I don't know how far out that is, but that's probably pretty decently.
Shep 64, thank you. Descend to pilot's discretion to maintain 6,000.
Pretty decent. God, it's so hard to use on that page.
4 Foxtrot Hotel, go ahead.
I wanted to see, when we're this slow, every little mile that we can shave adds up on a 5-hour plus flight. I want to see if we could get direct Charlie Zulu India for 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
I could give you direct whatever you want.
Oh, direct to the airport would be lovely. I just don't know if I can get that.
I mean, I don't know what it works like when you get up there, but clear direct Billings Airport.
Direct Billings Airport, thank you, 4 Foxtrot Hotel. That's better, because we got to make the turn anyways.
For the win.
Jet 64, thank you.
Alright, so we were doing 161 true, and
look at that. That's a lot, dude.
150.
You can't tell me that.
Oh, that's like 50 miles. It always looks so much more, but think about it. No matter what, you had to go north and you had to go west.
For traffic,
and it looks like you think you're saving a lot more miles than you really are.
3,100.
And we'll take this as long as we can. Yeah, I'd much rather fly IFR like this.
49er November, change by frequency 126.905.
All right, well, awesome.
Fuck yeah. Cool.
All right, what did that pull it down to? We got 4.5 hours instead of 5 and some change.
No, it wasn't 5.
Air 49er November, thank you. West Route 3021.
4:45 became 4:27. 17 minutes.
Yep, we'll take it.
Yeah.
That's where we true ground speed about $150.
Talon 55, contact Kansas City
right,
on 128.6. You might not get the
right across the ground at 150. Running 63% power. You're running lean to peak.
5108, that's going to maintain 4,000.
12.7 gallons an hour. Good Lord, that is an economy burn and a half.
757, Mike, contact Albuquerque Center, 127.85.
Efficiency. Oh, shoot, did I just miss it?
Yeah.
Number
7650 Romeo, contact Kansas City Center on 123.8.
Oh, well, I don't know why. GPS signal
Number
got lost on that.
2550 Bravo, change my frequency 127.35.
All right, so we're direct into Billings.
1012, Kansas City Center, that's flying altimeter 3017.
We're going to clear customs in Billings tomorrow and make it in to Calgary.
By lunchtime, hopefully.
2550 Bravo, thank you. Manhattan, altimeter 3016.
We came out of Addison, Texas, so we are crossing a lot of the continent, 1,000, 1,300 miles, something like that. It's a lot.
Today we'll do about 7.5 hours probably flying.
We're going. We're moving. We're motivating.
I'm very motivated.
I'm motivated too. We're moving along.
Contact Denver Center 133.4.
146. Somewhere down there, doesn't it tell you? Yeah, right there. You got an 18 knot headwind.
14 head, 18 cross.
Okay, 14. Okay. Thus, we look like we're flying sideways through the circles.
A little bit of a crowd. Not too bad, though.
All right. Well, we got plenty of time. Let's talk to you. What the heck did we buy going from left to right over there?
Contact Kansas City Center, 123.8.
You have to have the G5 in order to have the GFC 500. Technically, you could have the GI 275, but really it comes...
It's the camera's running behind you. I'm just...
oh, okay.
I'm on who? I just want... Go ahead.
We got the G5 with the GFC 500, so that's powering that. The reason we did the G5 over the GI 275, which I think is a little prettier, is because we went with the G3X instead of the GTN G500 TXI. We already had the JPI 930, love it. It looks
good, man.
Think about the color match that we ended up doing on the panel. That was an accident, but that worked well. That would have looked really tacky if this was a completely different shade.
We got lucky a few times.
1270 Kilo, Kansas Center, flying out
we wanted to get rid, we used to have a Bendix mag switch, so ignition switch on. We don't have that anymore. We have push to start.
2.5 miles westbound, staying about 2 miles off the right wing. I believe
nice
is a Skyhawk leaving 3,700.
We had the old audio panel. It'll be telling to see whether or not that was worth keeping, or we should have just gone in with the remote mount Garmin one. Although, really flying today, I haven't really felt the need to pick COM 1, COM 2. We've just been swapping back and forth.
Touched this a lot more than I've touched that.
Yeah.
And Shep 6.
We got a 750 XI, we got a GNC 355. And really, the thing is, the only difference between this and a 650, slightly smaller in height, not a big deal. And you don't have a second nav source, but that's also okay. I'm not too worried about having
Jet 992, go ahead.
Having to shoot an ILS off a nav too. These days, you're shooting more RNAVs than anything.
No, I don't think you
We shot RNAV coming into Wellington, Kansas. Flew beautifully well.
120.7.
Down to our 500 feet, I think is when I kicked it off. We got a whole new single panel. It doesn't really look like it, but traditionally it would have been a floating panel here, this little section, and then in this piece here. You got to have it canted just so you can see it.
That Gizmo 21.
Little new, it just
Gizmo 21.
SRS, little cubby. We got plenty of USB all across these airplanes. We got one on each side of us and in the back. Got another USB off the PMA, off the audio panel.
Turn 10 degrees to the left.
Brand new interior. Beautiful Karen. Bless her. She
fast and loud.
She saved us making some dumb mistakes.
In about 9 miles.
She saved us from us several times.
Clear visual approach, runway 35, flying there.
Really, everything she did came out quite well, I thought.
Dude, it looks like $1 million. Everything she touched. I mean, this is so nice. So nice. Brand new engine up there. We probably got 35 hours on it. Really truing out at right now. 159 at 65%, 63%.
Alright, sorry, I was offline. Who did I miss?
New gear engine, new carpet.
1738 Kansas City Center, climb maintain follow 230.
Whole new airplane up here.
Sorry, calling on 25-2, say again?
This rivals, the new airplanes. I'm sure Cirrus has the parachute, fine, but capability-wise, this thing's got a lot going for it at a fraction of the price. I only doubt that many of the airplanes that even come off the market could fly from Wellington, Kansas to California nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
Even today, we could fly all the way from south end of Kansas to Calgary, Canada. Plenty of time for holding, go-arounds, divert to an alternate.
114 gallons. We're up here getting 12.5 gallons an hour, figure 14, and you got 10 plus hours.
Well, 8 now, but just if you really wanted to sip it, if we were hanging out at 14,000 feet, probably could get 10 hours.
See, the other thing we got was Smart Glide with this. You got one button to hit, and if it's got an airport close enough, it starts pointing, and I think it's 5 degrees down, but anyway, it gets the best glide, which is 105. Having the master switch right there where you can just turn that sucker off if you needed to is nice.
Kind of different. The only reason it's there is because when we bought the airplane, it was there. Most people would have it down here.
I don't want to look for it, and if the trim runs away or something...
got collars right there.
I know, but I want
You're
to
still going to flip that?
Hell yeah. If the autopilot runs away, if you kill that, you kill the autopilot. Like, damn, okay, I'm rethinking what's going. G5's got a battery in it until you sort yourself out, but that's the easiest until you can get over there and pull back.
Tango Sierra, contact Kansas City Center, 123.8.
Press and hold, red switch.
Yeah.
That's power to him as well.
What else did we get? It's got a replay. You can swap channels from the yoke, and then, we got trim tabs on the yoke now. Got the gear indicators in 2 spots. One right here where you can't miss it. And one back down here where it's always been. I could miss those pretty easy. Those are just dim little green bulbs.
I didn't know what I was going to think of this little gear indication. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. It's there. I see it. I'm all good. Learning the systems while we will look like amateur hour in here, getting the rudimentary up and going was not hard. It's pretty well, user will figure it out. Let's see, it's telling us more airspace.
Yeah, I wish it wouldn't give you so much as let me change the tanks real quick. Let me write that down. We took 10.6 out of the left.
The further west we go or north we go, the more we get to the mountains, so we'll probably have to climb some more later on. To get that out and take a look at that on the Pro to the file.
I don't think you've ever noticed me filling these forms out. Just all my fuel management. You always know where your gas is. Just cross check against that.
November 91012, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, free exchange approved. Good day.
A little bit of weather up here for too long, but
yeah, I saw that. Oh, the other thing we got, XM weather.
That's right. Let's see the XM weather.
See if it loads there.
There we go.
I don't mind ADSB, but it is nice, I think, to have just a little bit higher fidelity weather. Plus a bunch of other stuff where the tops are at, lightning. Do we have any storm cells?
64 clear.
We do have some.
Runway 35 approach. Radar service
well, coming to the south along our route. Just see how they, oh man, 40, 35, 30. Oh yeah, I was going to say, there's definitely a segment for, we can get all of that from far away. Whereas if you were on ADSB, you may or may not get the whole nation. And it would have been one big block. And you wouldn't really know.
1270 kilo radar service turn is Squawk VFR for exchange approved. Good day.
Sirius XM radio, which you could care less about.
I don't care nothing about listening to music while I'm in here. I'm listening to me.
And I think one of the smallest features that I'm really going to love is this electronic checklist.
560 descent to maintain 16,000, Wichita altimeter is 3015.
It's going to be so much better than pulling, which fine, having that out, but
Gizmo 21, Kansas City.
click it off. I don't know, I like pushing buttons.
That's a lot easier.
Runway
I like
30,
it.
are you going to continue on to Centennial? Gizmo 21, roger. Upon completion of this approach, departure instructions are fly runway heading, climb and maintain 5,000.
Alright, this little thing just makes oxygen.
Yep.
Out of the air.
Yeah, and I just got to plug it in. I guess I didn't plug it in the thing.
Hold on, it just spawned for a second.
It only does it when you demand it. So only when, and not necessarily every time you suck on
Number
it.
112 Bravo,
It's gonna,
Kansas City Center. Hello. Radar contact a mile north of the Salina Airport. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
yeah, so it'll just keep charging. The way you operate is you turn it on by pressing the power button.
Juliet clear direct to Alpha Lima Sierra.
Then you go to the highest O2 setting, which is 6. And you fucking forget about it. Just keep it plugged in. Then the way you know if it's working is if this spins, you know you're getting oxygen.
Okay. Alright.
That was the best. I had 8 FSA money, the one that expires every year.
Yeah.
1 year. I was like, I wonder, damn, I have no other use for this money. So I wondered if I could use my money to go buy one of these, even though I don't need oxygen. They happily took my money.
And I do not run an HSA. Yeah. I don't run an HSA account anymore because it takes me more time, and I never get what I want out of it anyway, so I just don't do it.
Yeah.
You're going to save me $1,500 a year. If I made 50 grand a year, I would give a shit. But I don't, and it's just, my time's worth more than that little bit of savings.
45 Mike, advance approach.
What I do is I use it, the one that you can invest in. I think that's the HSA, where you can contribute however many thousands a year. I do that, and then I still pay medical expenses out separately.
Heading 310.
And then it becomes, when you get old enough, you can, that'll be my means of paying for healthcare when I'm older.
Gizmo 21.
Because it'll just continue to grow, and if I don't need it for healthcare, at a certain age, you can start to take it out as a retirement account. There are some tax benefits, assuming that they're still there when I'm older. What did you start at? 81 or something like that on your SPO2? 89, okay.
That was 89 a while ago.
Head 2 follow November 49 November. Altitude is your discretion. I'm showing moderate precipitation, 12 o'clock, beginning in 3-5 miles, about 5 miles in diameter. Not sure the top or bottom. November 65927, Kansas City
That
Center.
display is great.
The port altimeter is 3015.
Man, this thing's awesome. I don't know half of the stuff that's on there, though. Let's take a look here. Where are we? Let's zoom in to where we are.
So this terrain, we're good the whole route.
And that's a lot better than what we were doing.
How many miles we got? 608? Yeah, we're good the whole route here.
And we are still in Kansas, getting ready to cross over into Nebraska.
You can expect a slight delay there. There is a aircraft in ILS 35 circled a 30 in front of you. So you can expect vectors and then direct to...
Vectors, right? For Rob?
Yeah. When we get to the ground. Little update, we're about 2 hours away from Billings, Montana. And this was about a 4 hour and 20 minute leg, something like that. So we're roughly halfway through it. Few storms up there in front of us, not a big deal. We are plowing ahead. We're at 8,000 feet, but the ground is like right there. I don't even know if we're 4,000 feet above the ground right now. I mean, we're just real tall.
Let's see.
I guess
4,300 feet above the ground.
Check me out. 4,000 feet above the ground. The terrain is interesting because you can see forever up here. I'm assuming we're just on this is a big plateau, right? The mountains are not around here. They're way further than I can see. You can see a long ways. And there are craters in the earth out here. There are a few lakes scattered around. But I tell you what, they're hidden. There's no people. Because I don't see any houses. I mean, like, literally, I do not see houses. As far as I can see, I don't see houses.
Yeah, this would not be a place you would want to put it down. But oddly, we've had LTE service, so there's cell phone towers out here.
Yeah, that's what the other thing I'd say is that is crazy because we've had LTE service enough to use the phones the entire track through here, and I'm like, where is that? Because I don't bloody see the people to have LTE. Why'd you light up this entire area out here? All right, do you want
3 X-ray, Jefferson, what the...
deviate to the right 20 degrees or?
Oh, this? There you go?
I'm asking.
Oh,
I'm just looking. I'm going, me personally, I'm going right underneath the edge of this.
Maybe it's not. It's dissipating.
All right, we are down to 12 gallons over there. So that thing is reading right.
Yeah, so the reason we did this is we're just checking, because these got recalibrated, that as our fuel burn is happening. We know how much a fuel totalizer says we've used, and does the math check out with the fuel quantity gauge. We know that, or we believe that they were accurate.
We got 4 extra hours of fuel on board this trip took. We topped her off there in Kansas, and we're rolling like Nolan now. The Arkansas Razorback expression.
Yeah.
Nolan Richardson rolling like Nolan. There we go.
Went over my head.
All right, so let me ask you this. Is this still a fact right here, 2350 to 2450 still?
So, yeah, it's the same prop. It used to be that little placard here, but we could get rid of it.
Okay, above.
Well, hot damn, did you see that?
I did. I saw lightning off to that side.
Yeah.
So below 24 inches of manifold pressure, it doesn't matter.
No.
At or above 24.
You just have to make sure that you're not staying in 2350.
The Sierra was like that. It had a big dead spot. What we found out was under load, it meant something. But when you were landing, if you needed to roll into that little dead spot area, you were okay. There is a house, finally.
Also, I see the cell towers.
Man, I see it too now. Check it out. All right. Check it out. People all around me.
Big Sky Country was just that. The sky rolled on forever. The planet rolled on underneath us. We flew at about 8 or 10,000 feet, but most of the time we were only about maybe 4,000 AGL, which is kind of a weird view looking out to be that low to the ground. Fought a headwind most of the way here, but slowly we're learning. We're figuring out what's what in the airplane and just enjoying the long ride across the interior of the continent because it's vast out there. And Big Sky Country is just that. If you ever been, you know.
4 Foxtrot Hotel, Billings Airport, 1 o'clock, 13 miles.
Looking.
No joy around the airport for Foxtrot Hotel looking. So 10 miles.
The airport's big and you can see it out there, but it's also hard to pick up the runways. The runways are laid out in an odd way, and then the airport, like a lot of these airports, was on a real hill above the town. So it took us a minute to find it.
Alright, I turned off the oxygen. Oh, shoot, didn't hit that. You can wear your cannula if you want.
What now?
I turned off the oxygen.
Okay.
I don't ever need it. So.
Surprisingly, we really didn't feel that bad at this point, and we started that trip probably about 8 or 9 that morning. We didn't get off the ground until probably 9 o'clock, and then it's roughly 9 o'clock our time, so 12 hours with some
stops. It's that weird layout, so it makes me think it's this, but it could be that.
Is that it right there?
I think it might be. It looks like a bunch of buildings. It's got the same layout as the airport.
That's it right there.
Okay, you can call it.
Approach 4 Foxtrot Hotel's got the built-in site.
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, clear vision approach, runway 10 left, contact tower 127.2, good night.
127.2, good night, sir. Clear for the approach. Alright, Jim, I have to look it back up.
127.2.
99 X-ray, Roger, standby. 2 Charlie Alpha, turn right at the end, taxi and depart via Hotel Golf.
Right at the end, Hotel Golf Park, Sky 2 Charlie Alpha, I'll stay with you.
So I just need to tell him I'm out here setting up for
extend downwind, I'll call your base.
right downwind for 10 left.
No, you just say 6,200 on the visual, 10 left.
Tower 4 Foxtrot Hotels. 6,000 on the visual for 10 left.
Copy pattern altitude was 45, right?
45.
And 99 X-ray, standby.
Alright.
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, Billings, sir, was it you?
Yes, sir. We're coming through 5,700. We're on the visual for 10 left.
And Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, start reducing your final approach speed at the end of the right downwind, I'll call your base.
We'll call on the base. We'll reduce speed for 10 left for 4 Foxtrot Hotel.
Helicopter 5 Golf Lima, you can continue just north of the tower there. It looks good. Just you can fly over the UPS jet sitting on the ramp. And then just past them on a taxiway of the Skyhawk, they're going to go to Beacon Ramp. You can just follow them right into the ramp.
Copy that. We follow the taxiway and the aircraft taxiing in 5 Golf Lima. Billings Tower, Rocket 33, short 10 left on Foxtrot, ready for departure.
Do you want
Rocket 33,
this
Billings Tower, standby.
approach up?
Oh, yeah, you can click activate.
You can see the airport coming in view to your right. The city sits below that ridge, and it's several hundred feet, maybe even 300 or 400 feet.
Rocket 30, base your discretion. Runway 10 left, clear to land.
Base our discretion, clear to land, 10 left, Rocket 30.
It sucks that that's north up. I really wish that was not, but whatever.
That thing's on a little bit of a plateau.
We're going to go miss and go direct to the Billings VOR to hold for Rock 30.
That's amazing. It really doesn't feel like we're high as hell, or low as hell.
Rocky 30, roger.
That feels very low.
Just continue southbound then. I got traffic on the opposite base.
4,500.
Continue southbound for Rock 30.
Big old church right there. It's going to the Mormon church.
Bonanza 4, Foxtrot Hotel, turn base.
Turning base for Foxtrot Hotel.
You don't want that much gas, I guess. Okay. I hear you, girl. All right. I'm going to go throw the gear out. You're coming out. Throw a little bit of flaps. 3 green verified.
3 green.
All right, seatbelts flaps, so I'm going to wait to full down landing gear. Fuel selectors on the fullest landing gear. 3 green verified. Make sure props gold before landing is complete.
Thanks for your help on the tower. Go 5 Golf Lima.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good night. Rocky 30, do you plan on holding over the VOR?
Affirmative for Rock 30.
Rocky 30, rudder, start your VFR climb.
VFR climb for Rock 30.
Bonanza 4, Foxtrot Hotel, wind 0507, we're now on the left, clear to land.
Clear to land for Foxtrot Hotel.
Run right. Clear to land, 10 left, 4 Foxtrot Hotel. Always go on schedule.
Rocky 30, once you get up to 6,500, you can proceed directly
help me
to the VOR.
I don't see that runway.
VOR at 6,500 for Rock 30.
I mean, I'm looking.
Station 99 X-ray, did you ever request that
It's about to come in.
When's it going to switch to VLO?
99 X-ray, roger. I'll take you to 10 right if that works for you, the small runway. And then you were stepped on earlier. What was your on-course setting?
Yeah, but I was still on the CDI.
Yeah.
Station 99 X-ray, 10 right, taxi via hotel, cross runway 7.
Well, we got configured nice and early.
Well, what are we? We're 2 miles from the
I got the runway. It's
right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the right and I got the left.
Okay.
Disregard. Factory Charlie is our exit plan.
Rocky 30, that's good there. You can continue
I'll
up to
be straight
55.
up
You can start your right turn back to the VOR to hold.
Coming out full flaps.
We'll start our right turn back to the VOR to hold for Rock 30.
500.
Star Rocky 33, we're still holding short.
Rocky 33, affirmative, there's landing traffic. Rocky 30, contact departure.
Contact departure, Rocky 30.
Alex Tower, Rocky 33, did you want us to have a squawk code?
Rocky 33, stand by.
Man, I got an eye on this.
Alright, there's a ton of runway down there. Just hold at Steady, old man, along.
They're clearly intended. Cool.
Rocky 33, code's going to be 0453.
0453 for the squawk, Rocky 33.
This is Delta. We're going to take the right at Charlie.
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, safe parking?
Edwards.
Edwards for Foxtrot Hotel.
Bonanza 4 Foxtrot Hotel, turn right at Charlie, cross Alpha into the Edwards ramp. Have a good night.
Good.
Well, it was an emotional journey. There's still another couple of minutes of the video, so don't go anywhere. We'll show you a little bit of the town. But big first day back in the airplane, shaking all the avionics down. For me, my first time back in a plane in a long time, so just talking on the radios and listening to the radios was a big help to me. And as always, Jacob's a big help. He knows what he's doing. He can get you where you need to go. He's out there flying jets in the system constantly. And, you know, quite a blessing to have somebody like that in a co-ownership in your plane as a rusty pilot old man trying not to kill yourself. That's the end of leg 2. We've made it from Dallas, from Addison, all the way to Billings, Montana. We'll get up and clear customs and be in Calgary, Alberta, Canada in the next leg of this epic, almost 20-hour round trip cross country.